Hi, my name is Alejandra.
Hi Alejandra, my name is Heather Dowd. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I have a couple of questions that I want to ask you about your book.
Thank you. Okay, great.
First question, why did you write this book?
So my co-author, Patrick, and I, we worked together at a middle school, and about 3 years ago our middle school got one-to-one laptops. And so through that process we learned a lot about helping teachers, especially around classroom management. That was something that many of us as teachers had some anxiety about. So we wrote this book to share what we learned in starting our one-to-one program so that we could share that with other teachers.
Nice. Second question, how could this book help me improve my education as a student?
So we say that our book will help teachers maximize learning and minimize distraction in the classroom, and so we believe that by having good classroom management, it helps students focus more on learning and not wasting time on being distracted with something, whether it's technology or not. And so we feel that that will help you in the long run, both in your learning in class, but also in teaching you some strategies that can help you in using technology moving forward.
Nice. Can you give me a tip on how teachers can maintain a lot of social activity in technology-rich classrooms?
Sure. I think the first tip is to not ban social media and social activity, both social in terms of students working together in the classroom, but also sharing out. I think that technology and social media is a really powerful tool for us as educators and students to share with our communities all of the positive things that are happening in the classroom. I think people don't know that unless we share it, and I think this is a great way to share it. So if teachers can somehow work that into the curriculum and the things that they're teaching, there's always something to share out on social media. I think one, it shows students the positive value and the positive ways to use social media, and two, we build a positive reputation in the community.
Nice. How can teachers use technology for a student-centered classroom?
I think the power of having technology in our classrooms really allows us to personalize learning for students. We no longer have to have every student doing the exact same thing. So, for example, if we're learning about cell division, maybe I could have my students each do something different to show me their understanding of cell division, and I think that really creates a student-centered classroom because now students have some choice. If you really want to explore making a movie, maybe you'll make a movie. But maybe somebody else wants to make a podcast or do a different kind of project. And I think when students have some choice over what they're doing, that creates a very student-centered classroom.
Nice. How can technology decrease distractions when students have access to the internet?
So I think that distraction is a challenge for everyone, yes, teachers and students. And I think there are a lot of strategies that we can use, and including technological strategies. So for example, for me personally, I know that when I need to focus on something and not be distracted, I have to close my social media apps. I need to close my Facebook tab. I need to close my email. So that I can focus. And I think sharing those strategies with students will help students also minimize the distractions that they have. There are also other technology tools that you can use. For example, you can download a Chrome extension that will allow you to, for example, ban Facebook for a certain amount of time. And that's something that you as the user can do. So like I can download that and say, okay, don't let me go to Facebook for 60 minutes. And then I'm not tempted. So there are some tools like that that we can also use to decrease distraction. But I think the most important thing we can do is to have conversations with our own students and learn from them. What do they do to minimize distraction with technology? And we can all learn from each other.
Nice. What would be a strategy used in case there's a Wi-Fi issue?
So I think teachers always need a plan in their back pocket. Having that backup plan is important because you never know when technology isn't going to work, whether it's the Wi-Fi or the projector. So I think being ready with the backup plan, but also being calm when something doesn't work. I think that that also is good modeling for students, because students will also at some point be in a situation where things don't work, and you know, you just have to kind of shrug your shoulders and say, well, we'll try something different.
Well, that's it for today.
Okay,
Thank you for answering my questions.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.